Hello, folks. How are you?
Hi, Fred.
Hey,
How's
Hi, Fred.
everything going?
Great.
Good to see all of you. And Robin, you're inside and someplace
I
different.
am. Different. I'm using my phone instead of the computer monitor. I had technical difficulties. The computer wouldn't pick it up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and I see you guys are at the same beach, but it's sunset now.
At an undisclosed location, because in California, the sun is still shining.
Oh, you guys aren't in California?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Very, very good. Roger, good to see you.
thank you. Likewise.
I was reviewing last week's recording, and several things popped into my head. Unfortunately, I did that while I was driving, so I didn't get a chance to take notes. And so there were half a dozen things I wanted to bring up just to kind of, get the information out. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get all of it. Hopefully my memory will jog as we're talking. A couple of things. I heard on, I don't know where. I think it might have been, this is a while ago. I'm surprised I didn't mention it. That global top 300 or whatever call it is. But that was more than a week ago. And I'm surprised I didn't mention it last week. We're talking about PIBs, right? Product introduction bonus. Barbie was asking about, hey, Ernest, good to see you.
Hello, Fred. How you doing?
Good, sir.
Hi, Ernest.
Barbie was
Hey,
asking about, first order bonuses. And we were talking about how the PIB, the product introduction bonus, was essentially, the isogenics version of that. And I said that, there were, $25 and $50 product introduction bonuses for specific packages, packs. And if it wasn't a designated pack, then the PIB was 10% of the BV of an a la carte type of order. It is my understanding that those have been, hey, Barbie, we're talking about you. It's my understanding, what I heard was there is no more a la carte PIB. We've been talking about you, Barbie, behind your back. Good to see you.
Sorry.
How's your mom?
Doing well.
Okay,
Much
surgery
better
went
than
okay?
expected. Yes.
Okay, good. So we're talking about the product introduction bonuses. I heard that those have been discontinued. And unfortunately, has anybody gotten an email on that?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. I suspect that will come out in whenever they do that, for the whole team type of email. And I apologize. I don't have the dates. I'm not even going to bother to look for my notes because I don't think I wrote down. Well, I may have written down notes.
But weren't they discontinuing the emails, Fred, and just everything's going to be in our back office? Or am I confused?
No, you're probably right. I thought there was some kind of email was going to go out to, associates at large, but it's probably in the announcement section of the back office.
I think the last email I got said that it was going to be the last email.
Okay. Global directors. Oh, wow. I do have notes. 10% P. Okay. So, Barbie, there is still a PIB, product introduction bonus. You get it on the initial order, product introduction bonus. So, new customer, first order. If it's a package, a pre-designated pack, then those PIBs are typically $50 or $25, depending on the package. Most of them are 25 bucks. Up to recently, they gave you a 10% of the BV on what they were calling an a la carte order. Somebody didn't want the complete weight management package. They didn't want the, IsoFlush. So they eliminate one, $18 product, and it just screws up the whole deal. You get 10% of what the BV is. As of July 15th, that will end. There's no more 10% PIB. Okay. They said they researched it it was a 2-year trial. They looked at it from all different angles. There was no advancement to the business. There was no additional volume being created by giving people a chance to order a la carte on their initial order. And they decided to put that into, some of the pools and that sort of thing, because it just wasn't advancing the business at all. And the guy, that was Aaron Wengert. He said they really took the time to look at it from all different angles, and it just really wasn't an advantage. Personally, I think it's too bad, because when you bring a new person on board, that extra 10%, $10 on 100 BV order or whatever, that's cash money to you. Of course, the downside of that was it was pulling out BV. Okay, kind of like our first order bonuses used to in Zija. So anyway, that's gone. Regular PIBs stay in place for, the packages. And then also, and you guys are going to have to fill me in on this, there is something called My Pack, where you can create your own, one type, your own package that's special for you. And if it's designated your pack, you're really selling a lot of, I don't know, collagen and, moringa, whatever. And you create a package. It has to be a certain amount of BV or a certain amount of dollar amount. I'm just remembering bits and pieces of this, and we really don't like to put a lot of emphasis on my memory. But there is something that you can do in your back office to create your own personalized pack. It's one. You can't have 14 different packs. It's one pack that you use, and that will also give you, so long as it's a certain BV amount, will give you a $25 or $50 PIB if you're moving that. That's for people that got little, things, just packages that they like, like the isogenesis and 2 bags of shakes or something, right? All right, so you can have your own thing that you're gonna have to find out what the specifics of that are. Something for you particular, Barbie. You had said something about giving somebody your website, your replicated website address. Be clear on the fact that your login to your back office might be Barbie. Okay. And so when you go into, log into your back office, username Barbie, password, whatever it is, your login to your back office is different than your replicated website. This was not the case in Zija. Whatever your login for your back office in Zija was also the address of your website. For instance, my login for my back office in Zija was Fred, and therefore my Zija website was fred.myzija.com. In Isagenix, they do not allow you to use the same username for your login and have that be the name of your replicated website. So it's a different address. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Sort of, but okay, like you have to, if I want to go into my back office, I go to back office.
.isogenics.com.
Right. And then I sign in with Barbie and my password. And I had written in my notes that the site that I give to somebody was barbie.isogenics.com. So
No.
is that not right?
That is not right, because if Barbie, 5 letters, the 5 letters of Barbie, if that is your username to log into your back office, it cannot be your replicated website.
So where
you find your replicated website from your back office. Okay, go into your back office, look for your replicated website. That will tell you what your website address is, and you had to set that up. Okay,
I thought I had, and that's where I got that information, but I'll have to check that because,
It's set up whether you realize it or not, but you just don't know what it is. if
so
you
I would
can't-
go into my account and look for that replicated site
it may
information.
not be under my account, but it's somewhere.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, because when I saw them, I went to see them and she goes, well, why don't we just give you our phone numbers? I didn't even get to ask her for their
Mhm.
phone numbers. So I want to make sure I got this right because they're on it. So I will double check that.
okay,
Thank you. Yes,
you
sir.
bet. Now, something else I found out, and it was just happenstance. Many of it, how many of you guys actually registered, paid your $20 or whatever it was to be registered for the celebration?
I thought it was free.
Yeah,
No,
it
it
is
is.
free.
I'm talking about before it became free.
Yeah,
How
Oh.
many registered with $20?
no, I got it for free. I did it.
Okay, anybody
after they
else pay the
dropped it.
$20 when it first was announced?
I paid, but I got a credit.
Okay, then this only applies to you. If you but talk to your people, okay? When they first announced celebration was going to be a virtual celebration again, they said register, and if you did it by March 31 or May 31 or whatever, it was only going to be $20, and then it was going to go up to $30 after that or whatever it was, right? I think mine was $20. And and I always do that. I always get, as soon as they announce it, I buy the ticket. It's the best price it's going to be. Now, the people that pay to be part of the celebration, they then announced, guess what? We're going to let everybody come for free. Those of us that paid it got reimbursed. However, it knocked out your registration.
Oh,
Okay. So if you did pay originally and register originally, you're going to have to go back in and re-register. And you need to let everybody know because I mean, honestly, I didn't know. And I saw, the link, you got to register. It doesn't cost anything, but you get the benefits. And I'm thinking, I'm just going to check and make sure they got me. Because I wasn't getting any, specific, hey, this is your private email because you're registered, right?
Mhm.
I got the notification, I got my money back. So I went in, put in my, ID number and all that information, and I went straight through the process of registration and purchasing my ticket and giving the address I wanted my ticket sent to, my email address, and then confirmed it. And then it gave me a receipt for my registration for my $0 cost. And I actually was able to print out my invoice like you do when you print out your invoice when you place a personal order. Okay, so it didn't kick back and say, oh, you're already registered. I had to go through the entire process. So you're not registered. You're not going to get the replays. You're not going to get the priority ordering and discounts of registered people for the packages or anything. Got to get registered. All right.
Okay.
So those were the only things, unfortunately, that I can remember. Other than I remember there was about a half a dozen things that I wanted to bring up. So
I have another one.
okay.
Reed, I think, did it on a video this morning on Pat's site. We share.
Mhm.
But I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I kept getting customer calls for my other business.
Mhm.
So do you know anything about that? He was talking about paying our annual dues, our membership. I noticed mine says that I just checked my back office. It says I'm paid through July 13th, 2021. So today's already the 19th. So it still shows me active, but it doesn't show me paid. And I checked my credit card on file. It hasn't been charged yet. So
I think I had that, but I had to select to re-up. There was a place that I think I was placed in an order and it said that my membership was going to expire, blah, blah, blah. And there was a link or something and I had to do an activity,
yeah,
and then it took my my money out. So
Okay, so you pay, maybe that's how it's gonna be, but my advice would be for all of us to review that video that Reed did. And if it's still not clear, then we need to call, because mine hasn't been charged yet, but it
You know-
doesn't show me penalized, and we're all on the same date because we
Yeah,
all.
we're all on the same date because it was the annual renewal is the date we made our full transition over. I placed an order this morning and did not get it kicked back.
Okay,
There was not, it didn't say anything like, you're a deadbeat, you haven't paid, you got to do that before, if you want the product, right? Robin, you really enjoy these sessions, don't you?
I do. Yes, yes, I do, Fred.
And she's chuckling and smirking at everything that's going on. All right, now, and I know you're on your phone, so I'm not gonna, give you any black marks on your permanent record, but remember, you're like this right now. Okay, just pointing it out. Okay, you may not be
Okay.
able to switch it because you're on your phone.
Let's see. I'll do better. How's
Getting
that?
better, getting better. Now, it may be now, knowing me, I'm set up on automatic renewal. Okay, because that's how I do things. It's how do I keep from forgetting crap? I put it on automatic. Everything gets paid on my credit cards, and then I pay Naomi to pay the credit cards. Okay.
Awesome.
That's one of the primary reasons I need to make a lot of money, because I can't afford to handle my life like the rest of the world does, where you write checks and pay bills and you do it all by the first of the month.
write
and
checks. I don't think anybody writes checks anymore.
That was a long
well,
time ago.
Yeah, actually, I do. I have two checks. I write a check to my yard boy because he doesn't take American Express, and I write a check to the gardener guy that comes every 2 weeks, because he's Vietnamese. He doesn't do that, He doesn't do that. I can't even pronounce his name. For the longest time, I called him Mr. Nguyen, and that's not even his name, but he smiles. He's probably thinking, only Vietnamese name the guy knows, right? Okay, off track. Pat Anderson, this was one of the other things I wanted to point out. You need to go. I haven't done it yet. I was multitasking time, so I was watching Pat Anderson's 7:30 in the morning Leaders Focus call. She had a great suggestion, and this is particularly for those of you that have, Barbie, for you, certainly Robin, for you, and Kate and Brian. You guys got extensive organizations. Okay, they may not. They may not be personal enrollment tree. They may not be in your pay leg, but you have extensive organizations. And Pat Anderson went through a procedure where you can go in and check all of the members that are going to be purged out on the end of the month. People
I
that
thought they weren't purging.
they are purging.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we want to save that information or have it before they purge it, or it'll be lost.
Exactly right. So, Barbie, don't get too hung up on details. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
If somebody never made the transition through the portal from the Zija portal to the Isogenics portal, and they have not placed an order of any type in the last 12 months, they will be purged from the computer. If somebody did not make the transition through the portal from Zija to Isogenics, but they have ordered something in the last 12 months, they will still remain in the computer. But here's the point. And in particular, because I'm thinking, Barbie, you've got a lot of people in that Ohio area that are second level or third level personal enrollment tree to you. Okay, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
You
I
know
do.
why. And
Yes.
see, there's a potential there if their upline does not stay in the computer and they don't either, they can become frontline to you.
Wow.
Okay, let me change that. Let me
Re-enroll.
modify that. If you have somebody in your organization that is active in the sense that they placed one order in the last 12 months, they may place one order every couple of months, or they may be ordering one box of Zija every month, which we know isn't keeping them active, right? Even if they're
Right.
personally enrolled to you, they don't count as an active personal, but they've got a lot of people underneath them who maybe at one time, 2, 3, 5, 10 years ago, were very active. They're not anymore. They purge out of the system. If you have the ability to contact them and re-engage them, they can re-sign with you.
Nice.
Now, I'm not encouraging you to go and steal other people's people,
No,
okay? But be very clear on this.
They're orphans.
If somebody is interested in re-engaging, I guarantee you they do not want their previous upline to be their sponsor. They
correct.
want you to be their sponsor. And if
Right.
their previous upline never provided support, or they're so far removed from anything that they're basically a minuscule customer, put yourself in the shoes of the person that you've reintroduced. Who would you want to be your sponsor? Right?
Right. And we have a place in our back office that lists our entire downline, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Whether it's
Okay.
personally enrolled or not, it's,
You can find anybody, whether it's personal enrollment tree or not. Okay, you can actually, I'm probably talking more than I know at this point in time. But the point is that you do have the capacity to get, to retrieve that information. Pat's presentation, you need to go watch that. It was relatively short, but she talked specifically where to go. And she was saying, once you got that list, just, cut and paste it. Well, that's basically scroll, run your cursor down, highlight all the stuff, click copy, paste it into a Word document, and it'll probably come out funky looking, but the stuff will be there.
where is that info? I don't know if I'd written down, where is Pat putting like
Okay.
this?
This is something that you need to plug into, and you should have your team plugging into.
Okay,
There's 24 of us that have committed to doing a daily 10-minute, mine's 20, 10-minute leader focus call. It's the leader's daily focus call. And I love watching you smile, Robin.
Thank you.
But it's a YouTube,
No, it's
Facebook
live.
group.
Yeah.
It's a Facebook group called You Share, They Share. Okay, so go to Facebook, search for the group You Share, They Share, join the group, ping the notification button. Every morning at 7:30, my little phone goes blink and tells me who the speaker is. I tap the phone and I get to watch the 10-minute call.
And it's
And
10:30, Barbie.
yeah,
Oh,
10:30
that
Eastern.
works better. With my
7:30
mom, the
Pacific.
7:30 wasn't going to happen. So 10:30.
Eastern, yes.
Yeah, I feel you. Look,
And when
show
was
up
this?
tomorrow at 10:30 and take a look at me and you'll understand.
It's Facebook. It's Facebook group.
Okay, and the particular Fred that you wanted us to see, does it have a title or a date?
It's a Facebook group. You share,
I know,
they
but I mean-
share. And if you
Every-
just go and click on the videos, it was today's video.
Oh,
They're all,
okay, that's
click
what I
on
need.
videos of the group. and it'll just give you every single video that's been done.
Okay,
Every
that's
2
what I
weeks I'm
meant.
up and you need to go back and review every one I've done for the last 4 months. Because I gotta tell you, just between me and you, it was golden. The stuff
sure
I
it
was
was.
doing was golden.
I just wanted to make sure I got what you were saying, that I went in there and located that information, because I
Yeah.
still have some time to work that before the end of the month.
Not very much time.
I know, that's why I want to make sure
No,
I
I'm
didn't
not,
miss it.
I'm
So-
not saying it's the end of the
We
month.
share.
I don't know when they're purging it.
Oh,
I would
well,
not
still, I
wait.
don't want to wait.
I would not schedule this for the 30th of the month thinking that it'll still be there.
No, I want it to happen this week. Maybe on Wednesday would be a good day. If I have all my ducks in a row, then that will be my project.
Ducks in a row, is that anything like juggling cats?
I think it's easier. This is very helpful. This is all good stuff to help, my missing puzzle pieces. So,
Barbie, I'll
Hey,
put a link
there-
in the Monday group for you.
okay, I appreciate that.
And that'll link you to the group. And then all you have to do is make sure that you're already liking the page. And like Fred said, turn the
Okay.
notifications on.
Okay, on that call, which was actually a week ago, it looks like, was the 13th. Go to isogenicsbusiness.com. When we were actually talking about that, isogenicsbusiness.com still exists as a freestanding website. To access it, though, you got to log in like you're logging into your back office.
Huh,
Okay,
okay.
because it's blind to the world now. Okay, which is a good thing, I think, personally. Somewhere in that site, you will see a link for Be in the Know. Be in the Know. Know as in understanding. That's where you're going to get your weekly updates and all that sort of stuff. Josh, that's the other thing, man. I think I'm going to get almost everything I wanted to talk about. Josh is doing a product call on the new product, the adaptogen elixir. It's Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Does everybody have the information on that?
Yeah.
No, where was it?
Okay, it was in, I think mine came in an email. Kate, do you have the link for that?
No, I wrote it on my calendar so I wouldn't forget it. But I don't have it right
Oh,
now.
can you post it in our messenger group?
Sure.
Okay, so Kate will give you the link. It's a Zoom meeting. And so I suspect it'll be, just a very large Zoom room with lots of people. And thank you, Kate. I really rely on you to do a lot of things, Kate. I really appreciate that. Okay, and so here's the game plan. Quick like a bunny, identify the top 5 or 10 people that if they would re-engage right now, would raise your check $1,000 a week. Okay, go get those 5 or 10 people. Plug them into Wednesday with Josh Plant. Make sure that they're re-upped. Make sure they're registered for the convention, and plug them into somebody else. Get some third-party validation about how hot Isogenics is right now and why they need to get re-engaged and get back on board. But your lead-in is less than 48 hours from now. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday. So you got 46 hours to go get your top 5 or 10, and then just rely on magic. Okay, rely on the ability of Josh Plant and Kathy Coover to get them fired up about this brand new product. 34% reduction in stress, 31% better sleep performance, 40% increase in self-perception of concentration, 40% better concentration. I'm gonna buy it by the truckload.
Right.
33%
room in your
reduction in
garage?
tiredness through the day. It says 33% reduction in tiredness during the day. You have any idea how many cases of E+ I'm going through right now?
I've
Any?
never had one, so I don't know.
I've never had a day
The
where I've
ener-
only had one. And I see it's 6:01. I gotta go. My
Thank you.
apologies. Great to see you guys. Keep in
Thank
touch. Let me
you.
know if you need anything.
Thanks.
All right, and I'll
I-
post everything in the Monday group. All right,
Thank you. I will be looking for it and take advantage. I already have I have a lot to do between now and Wednesday, so I will be looking at that soon.
all right. Well, hey,
Thank you.
just pop in one of those, or, play one of the videos when you're in between tasks. If you're driving somewhere, just listen to it.
Yeah.
It
Well,
might-
I'm not up to that yet.
Might need to like listen to it again to take notes, but at least you're like starting to get sometimes for me, I've found that it takes 2 or 3 times of listening, reading,
Oh,
and
yeah.
listening again. So to reinforce it for me to finally understand it. So
Yeah,
just an idea.
absolutely.
Sometimes.
If I'm listening and watching and writing, depending how new it is, and I just need to get back on track. And like I say, I've got several people that I know I can get on that Zoom call. And anyway, I'm going to be putting together an email and then
For it.
calling the people. So thank you.
All
I'll look for
right.
that.
We'll talk again soon.
All righty.
All
Have a
right.
great week, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Great seeing you
again so
guys.
much.
Take
It's
care,
so nice.
everyone.
Good night.
Yep, it's good to see you and hear from you from all over the country. Take care.
All right. Good night.
Bye.